To show that the line segment joining midpoints of opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other. Okay, so a quadrilateral is given A, B, C, D. It is a quadrilateral. P, Q, R, S are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA. Now join all these midpoints, we get a figure or a quadrilateral PQRS. We need to prove that the line segment joining the midpoints of opposite sides of a quadrilateral. What are the opposite sides? AB and DC. So what are the midpoints of the sides? P and R. So in the question it is, they are asking the line segment joining these midpoints. Okay, one is PR. And what are the next pair of opposite sides? AD and BC. So these two are the midpoints. Therefore, the line segment joining these midpoints. So listen, the line segment joining the midpoints of opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other. Bisect each other means we need to prove OP distance equal to OR distance, OS distance equal to OQ distance. That is the meaning bisect each other. So listen, PR and SQ are bisect each other means, listen, if PQRS is a parallelogram, what will happen? If we prove PQRS is a parallelogram, then we have a result, we have a theorem which states in a parallelogram diagonal bisect each other, isn't it? We learned it earlier. In a parallelogram diagonals are bisect each other. So listen, suppose PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, PQRS is a parallelogram, then definitely PR and SQ are its diagonals, isn't it? So in the question it is given that, we need to prove that these lines bisect each other. It is same as diagonals bisect each other. So we need to prove diagonals bisect each other. Now listen, to prove these diagonals bisect each other, it is enough to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. Is clear? Because if we prove PQRS is a parallelogram, then by a theorem we can say that these diagonals bisect each other. So this is the method to prove the line segment joining midpoints of opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other. Okay, let's see how to prove PQRS is a parallelogram. So listen, for this, let's join this diagonal AC. Okay, let's join AC. So if we join AC, this divides ABCD quadrilateral into two triangles. Okay, two triangles. One is triangle ABC and second one is triangle ADC. So listen, triangle ABC. Let's see this triangle ABC. So here P is midpoint of AB, Q is midpoint of BC. Now join this PQ line. Okay. So P is midpoint of AB, Q is midpoint of BC. PQ is a line segment joining midpoints of two sides of this triangle. Therefore, by midpoint theorem we learned. By midpoint theorem, listen, this PQ line is parallel to third side. Which is the third side? AC. And PQ is half of AC. Okay. Consider this triangle separately. ABC. P is midpoint of AB. Q is midpoint of BC. PQ is the line joining these midpoints. So by midpoint theorem, this line PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of it. That is half of AC. Put it as equation number 1. Similarly, consider this triangle ADC. Let's see this triangle ADC. Okay, ADC. Now listen, S is midpoint of AD, R is midpoint of DC, and this line SR is the line segment joining the midpoints of these two sides. So again, by midpoint theorem we can say that, listen, SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. Put it as equation number 2. Okay. So separately consider these two triangles and we applied midpoint theorem. So listen, PQ is parallel to AC. PQ is equal to half of AC. SR is parallel to AC. SR equal to half of AC. From these two we can say that PQ is parallel to SR because PQ is parallel to AC. SR is parallel to AC. That means these three lines are parallel lines. Okay. So PQ is parallel to SR. Now listen, PQ is equal to half of AC. SR is equal to half of AC. So PQ is equal to SR. So in this PQRS quadrilateral, PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to SR. Okay. So in any quadrilateral, if one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, okay, then we can say that PQRS is a parallelogram. So we proved PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay. PQRS is a parallelogram. So listen, if PQRS is a parallelogram, then PR and QS are diagonals, and by theorem diagonals bisect each other. Okay. In a parallelogram, diagonal bisect each other. Now listen, these diagonals are actually the line segments joining, listen, line segment joining midpoints of opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Okay. So we proved the line segment joining the midpoint of opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other by showing that PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay. I hope it's clear to you. Okay. See, we will apply the method or the theorem already given in your textbook. In a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. So that theorem we applied here to prove this condition. Okay. Let's see next question. This is our last question in our exercise. ABC is a right angle triangle at C. A line through the midpoint M of hypotenuse AB and parallel to BC intersect AC at D. Show that D is midpoint of AC, MD is perpendicular to AC, CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. Okay. See, here figure is not given. So we need to draw the figure as per the question. So listen, ABC is a triangle, right angled at C. So there is a right angle triangle, and right angled at C means angle C equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now listen, a line through the midpoint M of hypotenuse AB. Here AB is the hypotenuse. Take its midpoint. Name it as M. Listen, a line through the midpoint M. Okay. And parallel to BC. So draw a line through M parallel to BC. intersect AC at D. Intersect, meet AC at point D. So this is our figure. ABC is a triangle, right angle at C. M is the midpoint of AB, and draw a line through M parallel to BC. Meet AC at D. Now we need to prove these three sub-questions. First we need to see D is the midpoint of AC. Okay, D is the midpoint of AC. So by our construction, MD is parallel to BC. MD is parallel to BC. Okay, so let us consider this triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, listen, M is midpoint of AB. That is given. M is midpoint of AB. That is given in the question. And this line MD is parallel to BC. So MD means the line through this midpoint M. Okay, so MD line is parallel to BC. That's by our construction. So in this case we can apply converse of midpoint theorem. What is converse of midpoint theorem? Converse of midpoint theorem states, listen, a line passing through midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to another side, bisects the third side. So MD is the line passing through a midpoint parallel to another point, and therefore this line MD bisects the third side. Okay, MD bisects third side. What is third side? Third side is AC. So MD bisects AC. MD bisects AC is same as D is the midpoint of AC. It is same. Okay. D is the midpoint of AC. So that's our first sub question. D is the midpoint of AC. Now we need to prove MD is perpendicular to AC. MD is perpendicular to AC means we need to prove these two angles are 90 degree. Okay, these two angles are 90 degree. So listen, MD is parallel to BC, isn't it? MD is parallel to BC. That is two lines. These two lines are parallel lines. Now listen, CD line. CD is the transversal, isn't it? CD is the transversal. So, two parallel lines cuts by a transversal. Look at this. These two angles lie on the same side of the transversal, isn't it? Okay, same side of the transversal. Therefore, these two angles are co-interior angles. Angles lie on same side of the transversal. Here, this angle is 90 degree. It is given. So, definitely this angle is equal to 90. Okay. Now, if it is 90, this angle is 90. Linear pair. So, these two angles are 90 means MD is perpendicular to AC. Okay. These two are parallel lines. CD is transversal. Therefore, these two angles are co-interior angles and their sum is 180. One angle is given, this angle is given 90 degree. So, this angle is equal to 90. Because of linear pair, this angle also 90 degree. That is MD is perpendicular to AC. Finally, we need to prove CM equal to MA is equal to half of AB. Okay. For this, join MC. Join MC. So, we have two triangles AMD and CMD. Then we prove these two triangles are congruent to each other. Let's see. In triangle AMD and CMD, this side MD is common. MD is equal to MD. Common side. Okay. MD is equal to MD. Now what about these two angles? These angles are 90 degree. So angle ADM is equal to angle MDC. Both are equal to 90 degree. We proved. Now listen here, D is the midpoint of AC. So D is the midpoint of AC means consider these two triangles AMD and CMD. Listen, in this triangle MD is common side. MD is equal to MD. It is common side. Now what about these two angles ADM and CDM? These two angles are 90 degree. Okay. ADM is equal to CDM. Now listen, in these two triangles, what about AD and CD? AD and CD, these two are equal. What is the reason? D is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so AD is equal to CD. So consider this triangle. We took MD side, AD side and this angle, and this angle is included between these two sides. So two sides and included angle. SAS congruence rule. We can say that these two triangles are congruent. That is triangle AMD and triangle CMD. These two triangles are congruent to each other. If these two triangles are congruent to each other, therefore by CPCT, listen, AM is equal to CM. Okay, AM is equal to CM. Now what is AM? AM is half of AB, isn't it? Because M is the midpoint of AB. So AM is half of AB. If AM is half of AB, then CM is also half of AB. So we can write AM is equal to CM is equal to half of AB. That's our third one. Let's see. AM, MA or AM. Okay, AM equal to CM is equal to half of AB. See, this is important. So write and study this question. Okay. ABC is a triangle, right angle at C. That is given. M is midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. And the line through M parallel to BC intersect AC at a point D. First we prove this point D is midpoint of AC by converse of midpoint theorem. For this we consider the triangle ABC. M is a point. Okay, M is the midpoint. MD is a line passing through this midpoint parallel to another side, and therefore MD bisects third side AC. MD bisects AC is same as D is the midpoint of AC. Is okay? D is the midpoint of AC. Then we prove MD line is perpendicular to AC. Perpendicular to AC means we need to prove these two are 90 degree. So consider these two parallel lines and DC transversal. Therefore these two angles are co-interior angles. Angles lie on same side of the transversal and therefore they are supplementary. Sum of the angles equal to 180. This angle is 90, so naturally this is 90. So by linear pair axiom, this angle is also 90 degree. Therefore MD is perpendicular to AC. Finally we proved MA is equal to CM is equal to half of AB. We considered these two triangles and we proved by SAS these two triangles are congruent to each other, and we applied CPCT rule, then proved CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. Okay. So this is our last question in the exercise 8.2. So in the quadrilateral there are two exercise 8.1, 8.2. So we completed these two. So 8.1, all the questions were based on properties of parallelograms. Okay, properties of parallelograms. And 8.2 questions are based on midpoint theorem as well as on converse of midpoint theorem. So listen, this midpoint theorem is very important. Write and study all the question answers. Okay. In the next class, we will discuss some examples given in your textbook. Okay. I hope you are following all these results and question answers. Okay. And appear the test paper regularly. Okay. So thank you all. Have a nice day.